The Jerusalem Leaders Summit aims to keep the rule of law a priority while advancing economic freedom and free trade.
While being here today is so vital in to affirm our shared values and principles, to strengthen our ties with Israel, and to address some of the core problems that we're facing.
Joel Anand Sami and his wife, Natasha Surdoch, began this gathering in 2015 to address key issues such as growing anti-Semitism and the BDS movement against Israel.
We know that over the past few years, there has been an erosion of support from the United States towards Israel. We've seen that with the rise of BDS, and in fact, 30% of registered Democrats support BDS, according to a poll from the University of Maryland.
Anand Sami and others spoke about the important history of U.S.-Israel relations.
President Lincoln then said, "Restoring the Jews to their national home is a noble dream and one shared by many Americans." And America's leaders were faithful in their support of the Jewish community.
Cheryl Chumley of the Washington Times, co-sponsor of the summit, sees a deep biblical connection as well.
Israel and America are natural allies. It's undeniable. The very foundations of America's liberties are rooted in Jewish history.
Chumley says even if support for Israel seems to be less right now, there's hope.
The good news. In America, as you are aware, the politics always change. My foreign policy starts with eyes on Israel because of my Christian belief where God says, "Those who bless my people, I will bless. Those who curse my people, I will curse."
America was the first nation to officially recognize the Jewish state independence nearly 75 years ago. American leadership was instrumental in supporting the Camp David Accords signed by Egyptian President Anwar Sadat and Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin.
Surdoch says all of this helped lead to the 2020 Abraham Accords.
Signing of the Abraham Accords was a historic accomplishment in bringing peoples together that have been cut off from opportunities to trade and invest between themselves and from visiting each other.
Many who spoke pointed to Jerusalem as the hub of the Middle East and the Abraham Accords.
The road to peace runs through the city of Jerusalem.
Ambassador David Friedman was U.S. ambassador here when President Trump recognized Jerusalem as the eternal capital of the Jewish people.
Many people predicted an explosion of violence, but indeed, what resulted was an explosion of peace over the next 4 years.
Jerusalem Deputy Mayor Fleur Hassan Nahum has been involved with the Abraham Accords for the last 2 years.
Ultimately, people see Jerusalem as the core of the challenges, but I see Jerusalem as in fact the laboratory of the solutions, not just of the city, but of the country and the region.
These historic Abraham Accords may be one of the most underreported success stories of our time. We believe that more can be done and should be done through the encouragement and positive engagement of American leadership and America's allies around the world.
Surdoch says it brought the countries together against Iran, and she urged expanding the accords by reaching out to Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, and other Arab nations, which she believes would usher in a new era of peace, prosperity, and stability. Julie Stahl, CBN News, Jerusalem.